welcome back everybody to the Collecting Brothers. John, this is Josh. We're going to break down all this week's toy news. A lot of fun things coming out of New York Toy Fair. Not sure if you saw, Josh, but we'll go ahead and talk all about it. And of course, some regular stuff that came out as well. All right, next up from Neca, we got an Alien Romulus Xenomorph. So $43.99, scheduled for October 2025. And yeah, it's just another xenomorph from specifically, of course, from the Romulus figure. But
I haven't seen Romulus. You tell me, are the xenomorphs larger in Alien Romulus than they are in previous films?
I have not seen Romulus either. it's been on the watch list, but I have not put time aside to watch it.
It doesn't look to be. It basically looks like a basic xenomorph.
Yeah,
this is coming with like a lot of accessories. Like
this is what you get with this. You get a little bit of those chest bursters and a face hugger. So those are fun.
Hands.
And hands. Yeah.
Right, but just comparing it back to NECA themselves, right? If you look at previous Alien figures, you would not, on top of all that stuff that you're getting, they would also throw in an egg, like a fully sculpted egg.
Oh, okay.
They would throw in maybe like, it was just the egg. But on top of that, it would be like $35, right? So this is $44 for this xenomorph that's gonna break on you the first day you open it. And like which is good on the Romulus team. I like that the xenomorph, design didn't change too much. So that's why this one's like, it's very lackluster because this looks like the Covenant Xenomorph. It looks like the Prometheus one. It just the basic one.
And of course, there are going to be specific differences that it's above us, right? But
it's slight variations. Yeah. Slight. Sometimes they have like 4 tubes or 2 tubes in the back. Yeah. But for $44, I just feel like it's getting up there now with just a Xenomorph.
Yeah, like overall, it's just another xenomorph. Like there's nothing changing here. Give me 1 second, my camera went down. Sorry. There we go. Yeah, I agree with you, man. Nothing new or different. All right, next up, $36.99 for Beetlejuice Ultimate figure here, June 2025. From NECA, you get the little baby version of him.
Baby beat.
The real Beetlejuice, right?
Yeah.
It's the wrong skin color, I think. But there you got a little newspaper. You get this fun, wacky face as well. So, is this an Ultimate version? I don't know. I feel like NECA Ultimates used to like ball out. And, I remember the Ultimate It figure, right? The It Clown figure was everything. So we'll see. I don't know.
Well, if you think back, though, to the first Ultimate It, like the first, like, just It figure, it was kind of like this. So I bet we'll see further iterations of Beetlejuice where they'll expand on the
extra
accessories, right? Yeah, just like with Pennywise, maybe we'll get some crazy wacky monster arms, just like with Beetlejuice.
Yeah, well, he does like
monster form.
Yeah.
So I think further down the line they'll do it. Overall, though, I think the sculpt for the suit is good. The proportions are good, and that's something that I've always kind of harped on with NECA, is that their humanoid proportions will sometimes be off. And so I think this is a nice budget Beetlejuice if you're not willing to shell out the triple digits for the Mezco one.
With the soft goods.
Yeah.
That's true.
And that likeness right there in this picture, for some reason, I see Michael Keaton right there. Yeah.
I see him too, yeah. Some of the jowls or something, his cheek pieces there. That's fun. Right, let's keep it going here. It's something that I was surprised that I was like, oh, this is cool. We got some Jaws, the game of Jaws 50th anniversary action figures of $64.99, due out June 2025. So they were like, I guess there was, when Jaws was a huge movie, and so there was a game version of it where you had to get pieces out of Jaws or Bruce's mouth here. And they're calling it like a tribute to the game. It's not necessarily the game, but you can play the game, but just as an action figure sort of thing. So fun little accessories and a cool shark. It's not articulated outside the mouth, but that's all right.
Yeah, and I don't mind that. And I think I love when this one thing that NECA excels at is not just making toys, but making toys that pull out your nostalgia strings, right? Not for us, but for the older guys, the 80s generation, or maybe they went up to the arcade or was this like a board game, or it was like a kind of like a operation type thing, maybe?
Yeah, it's like an operation type thing.
Oh, okay, yeah. So like maybe those like 80s kids that had this operation type game, this is just awesome for them.
Yeah. And some fun accessories, like you get a boot, an anchor, a steering wheel, some weapons, like a canister there. Yeah.
That can of oxygen is cool. Like that oxygen tank.
And like even the spear hook too is fun. It's a cool accessory. So cool shark too to go along with your Fortnite shark if you got it for $5. But yeah, no, I think those are fun. Continuing the 50th anniversary though, they are giving us some figures here. Get Hopper and Quint from them. They're going to be $36.99, due out June 2025. This is their 7-inch figure, so it's not the normal NECA size. What? No, is it? I know
Seven
there's like
inches.
a.
7 inches is the normal neck size. Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm gonna get confused with their cloth figures, which are like eight
Nine
or nine.
inches.
Nine.
9
Okay.
inches. Yeah.
Okay.
8 or
So this
9.
is the
Yeah.
start. Standard NECA fare here for these two extra friends, which means if they're doing these side characters, when are we gonna get the main character, right? And the mayor, we gotta get the mayor too.
Right. And I feel like it makes sense. Sometimes if you look just at NECA's catalog, this is where their, I think, bread and butter and their focus is American cult classic films in the
Yeah.
early 80s, 70s, 90s, kind of in that
Yeah.
area. And so, yeah, like you said, Jaws was immensely successful and popular.
Popular. Yeah.
And so, yeah, I think this is a great choice for NECA to make toys of.
And I also love this. I don't know if it's a new trend, but I've been seeing it a lot recently with NECA, is where they do the swap out arms to get two different looks of the character. Here you have a Hopper in a denim shirt with the gray like sweater. You can swap out the arms to just have him in a sweater version. I love that. And Quint also has the military veteran look here, but then you can swap him out with just the straight blue shirt. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that's kind of a newer thing, and I haven't really got many NECA figures recently, so I haven't been able to like experience it. But one thing that worries me is that, and maybe other collectors can share their experiences with this new update, is how easily those pop off. Because as we know, NECA
Yeah,
plastic
yeah.
is super brittle, and so I worry just like swapping pieces like that. Like how much do I have to heat this baby up to do that?
What's the durability of them too? Yeah, I get
Right,
you.
of
I
swapping
feel you.
those arms.
Yeah, hopefully not too bad, but we'll
Because
see.
like you can tell by looking at it, this is the same NECA plastic they're using.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's their same secret formula.
Their same brittle formula. But yeah, you get lots of fun accessories, cool weapons, the beer cans. I always love that. Those little extra little details there. Canister, duffel bag, love all that. So yeah, Hopper and Quint there from Jaws. We'll see what other characters come in wave two. Next up from NECA, another Lilo and Stitch here. This is the Gold Suit Elvis, $36.99, October 2025. And again, this is just like there's a strong connection with Lilo and Stitch and Elvis because they played some of his music, and Lilo kind of vibes with it. So I guess Stitch kind of has that whole shtick with him. But yeah, gold suit, Elvis Stitch.
Yeah, this is all right. I feel like for one, it's a smaller piece. Second,
Yeah,
you're not
yeah,
getting that much articulation because of the nature of the size of Stitch.
yeah,
And then with it being $37, like especially and also on top of that, this is an easy sculpt, right? This is not something that's difficult. It's not realistic. This is an easy animated sculpt knockout. Where if like I would say if Mattel did this, Jazzwares did this, they could probably give me the same quality of this Stitch figure, but for like $25. Do you know what I'm saying? And so
yeah. Like
that's
Jada,
where
yeah, yeah.
exactly Jazzwares,
I,
Jada, or Mattel could have done
I
probably
agree.
this good enough job for a cheaper price.
Yeah, with the NECA here going there. The heads are cool and they're big. I get it, but yeah, kind of limited everywhere else. Let's keep going here. We're getting some Universal Monsters, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover here. This is kind of, I feel like this is the capstone for the series. We'll see if they keep going though. $43.99 and it's scheduled out June 2025. It's gonna be Shredder as Dracula. And remember, the rat Splinter was Van Helsing.
That is cool, dude. You know what? They do such a good job with this collaboration figures, and I get such joy from like seeing them and just looking at how they kind of integrated the Dracula or the horror aspect with the TMNT character. But then it's like
Yeah,
once I buy them and I get them, I'm like, wait, did I actually need this? Probably not. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they do such a fantastic job executing them. They're beautiful to look at, but it's like, but then look at that Dracula head.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's good. I don't
It's.
know.
I think they did a really good job on like the armor pieces. It's a good crossover to have Shredder as him, and then he even has the scars, right?
Yeah, look at that dead
Like
rat. Holy crap. Dude, yeah, I don't know. I think I might have to get this, but I know I'm going to regret it, but these two look good.
I know, just have Van Helsing too, right? The vampire hunter.
Yeah.
So
And even
yeah,
look at the quality of that cape, right? It is a
yeah,
double-sided cape. Got like a nice kind of trim on the bottom of it. Like that's a nice cape.
yeah, yeah. Not wired, from what I can tell, but it two just separate materials on that cape. Yeah. All right, there's the box art there, looking really cool. Here's everything you're getting with this Shredder Dracula. Look at that big old vial and that candlestick. Yeah, dude, here for it. Let's keep going here. This is a deep cut from Neca. I love when they do these because you give us some weird stuff. This is from the movie called This Island Earth from 1955. I think movies were invented the year before that. Just joking. 36.99, October 2025. Look at this thing, dude. It's like Journey to the Center of the Earth, right? The Beware the Zarn.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen this design before, actually.
I think it's just either like it's been The Simpsons, like it's been made
yeah,
fun
I feel
of,
yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And kind of everybody's just this probably movies imprinted on so many people that made film and media afterwards that this like kind of brainiac alien type person has appeared several times. Yeah, it looks cool, man. This Metal Luna figure, I love the kind of bug armor aspects to him with kind of the buggy hands. He's got an exposed brain, crazy eyes, crazy mouth. Yeah, this is a cool looking figure.
Yeah, the only thing with this is I wonder how the articulation is working there with the collarbone, shoulder things, because that's just one piece, but you do have a lot of segments outside of that. So I don't know.
Yeah, you're not going to get much raise. You're just basically it's just the elbow joint for sure. It looks like. I mean, yeah. I don't think a little
bit of tilt there, but
yeah, it doesn't pop up too much.
But yeah, no, I think just a really cool design, really fun Metaluna creature here. And yeah, no, this is just creepy. I like this. So makes me want to go watch This Island Earth. I know it'll be a chore to watch, but get some context maybe. All right, we're keeping it going here with some TMNT. We got the Mirage Comics Transmat Glow in the Dark Fugitoid, $36.99, scheduled for May 2025. This is cool. These guys kind of play a part in the Last Ronin, and they're kind of part of the lore of the TMNT. And to get a glow in the dark looking guy, dude, this guy looks fun.
Not only that, but I love glow in the dark figures. But every toy company has given us their version of a glow in the dark figure, and sometimes they get repetitive. But shout out to Neca for the first time, like they're doing something beyond this glow in the dark aspect. I've never seen a toy company do it. Almost as like a bouncy ball, like a clear bouncy art, because you have that glitter inside, and the plastic is very shiny. And so I love kind of seeing a new, fresh take on the classic glow in the dark figure. So great job to Neca for this, speckly bouncy ball figure.
Yeah, now that you mention it, like we really haven't seen this type of glow in the dark, and I think it adds a lot of depth to it, because sometimes glow in the dark figures or like translucent figures kind of without the effect being in play, you're kind of just like whatever. But I feel like this will stand alone on its own. I think it'll still be a cool figure.
Yeah, because instead of that translucent, it's more of like a rubber, like a bouncy ball. You know what I'm saying?
There's like it's the glow in the dark's inside the plastic, not like coating it. Yeah. This does remind me of Thanos when he has his Thanos copter. He says when he goes into he turns off the lights in his room, in his collection room. It's funny because like all the glow in the dark figures that he has just randomly spaced throughout his collection will light up and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny. But yeah, there is that TMNT figure. There's everything you get with him, and there's the box art. Looking fun, looking cool. Next up, some more turtles. We got a Super Turtle. This is the $53.99 figure, June 2025. We've seen some pictures of this, but we got the full solicitation here of Super Turtle. Love the camera accessory. Love the dumbbells. Love those teeth. I guess maybe that's something he fights or something. I don't know if they're teeth, but they look like teeth to me. But yeah, no, this is a fun figure.
Yeah, cool to get the Super Turtle. You can pair him up with they made like the dark turtle, right? They did the dark turtle.
Dark Donnie or something like that.
Yeah, Dark Donnie.
Dark Leo. I can't
Dark
remember.
Donatello, something. One of the turtles. You can also have him paired up with your what was that rabbit figure that McFarlane Toys made? It was like a super rabbit.
Oh yeah, the buddy, the Captain Carrot. Captain Carrot.
Yeah, I feel like if you put Captain Carrot with Super Turtle right here, I feel like they'd look cool in some photos,
That would be fun, with a turtle and a rabbit, yeah. And again, if $53.99, because the little extra accessory pieces here, these guys are big, they're not just little ricky dinky little things here. So you are getting a bump in price there, but
big accessories, soft good wired cape looks like. So
yeah. So all right, but there's Super Turtle. There's everything you're getting with him. Let's keep it going. All right, we're jumping into some New York Toy Fair reveals or stuff they had out. Shout out to Toy Arc. Thank you, Toy Arc. They're the ones that posted these. We have these photos because of them. They're there. So here we have the April figure that we've previously seen and talked about. It's solicited. But over here we have the Casey Marie with the other half of the new Turtles from the Lost Years.
Who the heck is Casey Marie? Do you know?
Yes, yes. Casey is in the last Ronin story. She is April and Casey's daughter.
Oh, okay. Everyone cases are.
And
Dude, I just like the little baby turtles. That's what I'm
yeah,
all
yeah.
about. That little big boy. I want that big boy.
The one with the mop?
Yeah. The one with the mop.
Okay, so I'm not sure if that's Uno or Odlin, but I think it's Odlin, but
Yeah,
we'll
I think
see.
it's baby Odin.
Oh, yeah, so we got what we got? Moha, Uno, Odlin. I can't
Mhm.
remember that last one, but yeah. But yeah, no, it's great to have the Lost Year turtles and have the full set of baby turtles. They're also getting a last Ronin here. This is no, this is Mikey. He in the story of the last Ronin, there's like flashbacks of what happened after everyone, kind of dies. And then he kind of like treks and gets lost. And so this was like his version of it. I think they did a really good job because the cool thing about that part is that it's done in like traditional Eastman layered Mirage comic style. Like it's super stylized in that black and white in the comic book. And I think they did a great job interpreting that from the last Ronin.
For me, this is a 10 out of 10 figure. I think the whole kind of Eskimo winter arc vibe going on is amazing. And one thing I love so much, and yeah, the face sculpt and the expression in the mouth, just tells that story of like he's trekking through. It's super windy, super cold. He's
Yeah.
anguished, right?
Yeah.
So great job in that head sculpt. And you're getting like some like snowshoes, the first coming out
Yeah.
great, and even the blue, like his blue kind of clothes tunic, you're just getting that slight kind of whitish wash that's just bringing out all that texture that they added.
Right. Like the frost that's been built up on him or something.
Yeah, that's right. I tried that. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is black and white in the book. So I think, I'm not sure how they figured out the color choices or if it's just them that made those color choices, but I think they did a good job reinterpreting that.
We'll probably get a black and white version here soon.
Yeah, black and white, and then red and black.
With the red, yeah.
So, but speaking of more Last Road and Lost Years content, these are the new turtles, man. These are the new turtles. It makes me want to pick
I need
up the
to read these. Just
okay,
based off the characters' designs alone, I'm in love with these turtles.
I'm gonna lend you the Last Road and hardback that I have,
Okay.
and then I'll pick up last year's, and then we'll read.
Okay.
You can read that, man, because
Dude.
this is sick, right?
And I don't know, like I'm not familiar with names, but that like white turtle with his shell, like because you've seen turtles that have that kind of upper shell where it's like almost like a kind of like a neck support. When I was watching like Planet Earth, sometimes it grows out to support their neck.
Okay.
When they're walking through. So just seeing, different aspects of turtles kind of being, they're not just all the basic four turtles that we've known. Right. And dude, that freaking baby Odin. Dang, baby, come on. That's my favorite turtle right there.
He grew up, dude. He's a big old tank boy. Yeah. It's like Hulkbuster, or not Hulkbuster, what's that one? The Igor.
Hulkbuster. Yeah,
Igor
Hulkbuster for sure.
Here's the other side too, man. I love like the
snapping turtle, yeah.
Yeah, like the assassin look to him, dude, is sick. And then you got like the sportier one.
Dude, these look so good. And yeah, it's like the testament to the character design and also how well Neca executed these. I think these are phenomenal figures, man.
Yeah, like the boys, Eastman and Laird, man. I'm not sure if I know one of them is out of the game. Involved. But they did the Lost Years. They're the ones writing and drawing. I can't remember which one is still in it, but
that's good.
It's still the turtle vibes, and I think they did a great job of creating a whole new set of turtles without like copying right what's already been done. And yeah, no, it looks good. Neca did a good job on these. So yeah, I got to get the Lost Years.
Yeah, I'm excited for these, man. Oof.
These are fun. Next up here is more of the black and black and gray Sin City figures. We've seen the turtles before, but April is new. So brand new there, April. And then Casey. And I don't know what they're doing with these men, but like those expressions on Casey and April are like the most somber things I've seen. And like it makes me kind of just want to put them like as a memory, right? A memory of these people, or like the last moments or something of these characters. Before everything, or when everything was going bad. Because like, look at that expression on Casey.
Yeah, it's the eyebrows and like the way the shadows getting cast over his eye ridge.
Yeah,
I don't know, it's going crazy. Yeah, and looking at these, something that like when I saw this figure and I thought with the black and white is I would love for Neca to do comic book figures of the Walking Dead. I feel like if they did it in this style, exactly how Casey looks. Like, I feel like that's how the Walking Dead comic book looks like. This looks like the art to me from the Walking Dead. Yeah, I feel like they would absolutely crush it, and they could do this black and white aesthetic because this black and white is not just black and white. It's like multiple tones of gray. Like they go above and beyond for this black and white where it really pops like sometimes with black and white figures, the details in the sculpt can be lost and the depth of the figure can be lost. But I feel like NECA's not doing that here. With the amount of different shades of gray, I feel like it still has the same amount of depth as a color figure would have.
Yeah, that's a really cool connection, man, that you said there with The Walking Dead, because The Walking Dead aesthetic in the comic, it has the
And it's black and white. And sometimes it has accents of red. The blood splatter, you know what I'm saying?
And it has those extra lines too that you just gotta.
There's always sad boys because everybody's dying.
Everyone, it's the end of the world.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
dude. No, they gotta get that Walking Dead license. Would be so good, especially because has a cult following. It's you know, and it's like American comics. You know, American comics that are not superheroes. So I feel like anybody who likes TMNT likes The Walking Dead as well.
I agree,
oh boy, man. You know, it's like kind of that.
Oh yeah,
that genre.
The Image stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, dude. Yeah, that's interesting. And like kind of that aesthetic too, where it's like kind of like salvage things where Casey's got bandages up and he's got like straps on him and the sledgehammer. The old sledge boy. Yeah. Cool. Next up, a little 4-pack here from the Eastman and Laird original comics there. We get these disguised turtles. And these look great. But that Mikey is out of the park, dude. I love that. That's like a real like old-timey New Yorker, you know?
Yeah, the texture of the sweater is done really well. Like I can feel that scruffy sweater. You know what I'm saying? They achieve that not through sculpt but through paint, which is really cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I love these disguised turtles. I think they did a good job on them, and yeah, and they have some other stuff that we've seen before as well. So we're gonna keep on going through there.
Dude, NECA came swinging.
They showed up at ToyFair.
They still got more.
They still got more turtles. It's not over, dude.
Crap, dude.
They're giving us the 2012 Nickelodeon TMNT full set here. You get all 4 turtles, 2 foot soldiers, and the Shredder with Krang, dude. Yeah, these, man, they did a really good job. The colors are perfect. The Nick
sculpt.
The sculpt. That's because like that's one thing about the Nickelodeon show is that the nothing was perfect. Every like shape had a ding or dent into it, you know, because it was very angular. So they just had dings and V's cut out of it. And I think they did a really good job bringing that over, man.
Even the Mikey head sculpt, like that Mikey head sculpt is perfect.
You could just hear him say
he's very curious in that series. Yeah, he's almost like a baby in that show.
Yeah, they just did a great job on all 4 of these, man, and got the colors right. I think right from the show. You get a foot soldier here, Shredder with the Krang, dude. I mean,
and the Shredder's proportions are perfect because that's how he has, you know, he's got a triangle body, and then he's almost like wearing like bootcut jeans, where it's like super skinny thighs and then huge calves, right? Because the armor, and that long mask too. Like that's exactly how I remember it.
That was the show aesthetics, right? It was very elongated in parts and then wide at certain parts. They did a good job there, man. And so we'll see when these comes out. This is my next set of turtles. This is my.
Dude, I don't know how many sets of turtles I have, but I'm gonna keep buying more.
This is the power of turtles, man. All right, we'll keep going here. Next up, we're getting some more monster crossovers. They didn't give us like all the details, but we did get this like Krang bot. This is the
Metaluna?
Yeah, the Metaluna human, right? From the island Earth.
Oh my gosh, dude, that is sick. They even got the Metaluna mouth on him.
Yeah.
And he's the brain with
the long arms.
This is genius. Oh, that is sick.
So again, another solid crossover from the Universal Monsters.
Yeah, especially seeing that Metaluna figure, you can see, you know,
right.
That's exactly how that you see like the red muscle kind of cap.
Yeah,
that's how it was. Exactly right.
Yeah.
And shout out to the paint. Like, look at the paintwork on the arms. That's a lot of effort. It's going yellow to green to blue. You're getting teals in there with the red veins. Like, that's a lot of paint going on.
It's a lot of paint. You are right. All over here on the left was the Dracula. We already saw the pretty pictures, so I didn't really add those. But the other one they revealed was like this Cyclops, Duoclops, you know, I don't know, some type of creature here with Donnie and Mikey being smashed up into one.
Yeah, that Mikey Cyclops head. That just does it for me, man. I don't know how many turtles I need to buy, but this one looks good as well.
And it's big. That's also nice too. Like it's a nice big chunky monster thingy.
One side has 2 arms.
That's true. Yeah. So really cool reveals there from NECA, but it's still not over, dude. They're giving us some cartoon series here. Robo Taka and Robo Razor.
Yeah, so Robo Toka and Raza, yeah.
Yeah.
Really cool that they're continuing the cartoon series. You know, they're not forgetting about the OG fans. They're still crank some out for them. That's good for them.
So yeah, they look fun. They look huge. But you get that. We'll see if it's a 2-pack or if it's a single.
Yeah, I got you 2-pack. Who cares? Yeah, you're not gonna get Toka without Raza. Yeah,
that's true. You got to throw in both. Next up, we did get a kind of a 25th anniversary announcement. So they're for the 25th anniversary of the 89? I can't remember what the movie was, but the first movie they're doing some re-releases of the movie Turtles. Gotta milk that one as well. But looks like some new expressions on the faces, potentially some new sculpting. It looks like potentially on the legs. I'm not sure.
Maybe even new paint apps. I'll be honest with you. Okay. These look. I could be the face sculpts, but I feel like these look more realistic than the versions I have. So like, I think even though these are kind of reissues for the people that missed out, they look better than the original versions. And that's just how the toy game goes. That's how the toy game goes. Yeah. Usually the second release is better than the last. And it kind of makes it so that everybody has to buy another set, even the people that don't have it or the people that already have a set. Because those head sculpts look really realistic.
Yeah, and I think the turtle, the shell, the front chest shell there, like it has a better gradient from the tips to the belly.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We got Mikey and Leo there from the movie. 25th anniversary is coming up, so we're going to get those figures here soon. That's not it, though. They showed off a Bebop and Rocksteady in the movie stylization. So they're billing this as, or they're marketing this as the original 19 live action movies,
right?
But the Bebop and Rocksteady, who never showed up in those movies, but they're stylizing him in that like live action aesthetic. And what do you think of these, Josh?
Dude, I absolutely love this. For me, this is a dream come true because like when it comes to villain, it's of course Shredder first. And then maybe a Krang or a Baxter. But I also love Bebop and Rocksteady. For me, Bebop and Rocksteady's second best villain behind Shredder, right? So the fact that they never showed in those movies, and for me, like that's my Turtles number one is those 90s movies. Those 90s movies are number one for me. So to get this live action interpretation, and they did such a good job with them. Like the only thing I can see is these are prototypes, right? So don't be too worried because they're gonna have articulation. I don't think they're gonna be bricks like that, right?
No. Yeah, no. Yeah.
Dude, they're articulated. Yeah. And when I'm seeing these, it's just like, man, what if we got a fourth Turtles movie? What if we got a fourth Turtles movie with Bebop and Rocksteady? Would have been amazing, man. Because I'll tell you right now, the practical suits just will beat out CGI, even if it's the best CGI ever. Practical suits for me are still gonna win out.
Yeah, if we did do Turtles in Time and got Bebop and Rocksteady instead,
or even with a Baxter villain, something besides the Turtles.
I think take the plot from the second live action series, the second movie in the second live action series, right, the 2000s live action version, right, where it's Baxter kind of experimenting.
Right.
On Bebop and Rocksteady.
Right. Yeah. The Michael Bay one, he did a pretty good job to get both kind of villains. Yeah.
He did a good job. Those movies are fun, so I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah. We're still waiting on those, right? We're still waiting on those from Neca.
I still need those. Yeah.
Dude, but yeah, it's such a great idea. And like, people are going to eat this up.
Yeah.
It's good. This is so beautiful.
Yeah. These are fun. Like, Bebop looks nice and chunky, and Rocksteady's looking mean, dude. He's got his helmet, his little goggles, And
I wouldn't mind if they did like a in this aesthetic stylization, movie stylization, Krang, movie stylization, Baxter. Ooh. And I think that I feel like if these sell well, which I do believe they will, they know that the 90s movie carries. I feel like they'll do more villains in the stylization to keep the line going, right? Because they've kind of done everything within those three movies that most fans want. But if you do classic villains in the stylization, I'm all in, baby.
I mean, they're running out of people, right? They're doing the deleted scenes, Peter Laird, Garbage Man. So yeah, interesting. Yeah, we'll see what they do with this. I still need my Sam Rockwell character, but that's all right. You guys can do.
I'm not getting that.
I'm just teasing. All right, let's keep it going. Neca's giving us a Big Bird, dude. This is classic, dude. This is like, I love that Bert and Ernie set or Bert and Ernie characters. The count was okay, but a Big Bird, dude.
Yeah, and executed to perfection. Like, this is beautiful, man. Like, holy crap. I want now every Sesame Street character that you can give me. Oh, you can even get that head, the alt head.
You get the OG head, too. The OG Big Bird head, dude.
Yeah, I remember that head.
Yeah, where he's more of a baby and stuff. Yeah.
That is crazy good. So, and articulation is really good, actually, I think, for this type of character. Like, it looks like double elbow. You're getting a bunch of cuts in the torso and the neck. Like, it looks like it articulates well for Big Bird.
I think you're going to be able to get Big Bird in a good position here. And like you got to get the rainbow, right? So you got Big Bird, you got Bert, Ernie, We need an Elmo,
Elmo, Grouch,
Cookie
Cookie
Monster,
Monster,
Grover,
Dracula, Count Dracula, the Count,
the Count, yeah.
the Count.
And with
Oh,
that
and I
though,
need is it Snuffleupagus?
Snuffleupagus.
Snuffleupagus,
You
yeah,
need Snuffy, yeah. You do that. Stuffy would be big, dude. Though
yeah.
that's a big guy. I mean, he's tall as Big Bird, just a
Yeah,
lot wider.
yeah, Snuffy's deluxe.
Yeah. But with a Big Bird, they also give us Harry Monster. That's his name, Harry Monster. So it's cool that they're also jumping into some side characters. So we'll probably get the Manamana aliens, or no, the Manamana band. We'll probably get those aliens that I can't remember what they say. Beep beep beep. But I think they'll do some of those deeper cuts as well. The side characters here with one Harry Monster as well.
Yeah, dude, I'm so excited for this line. Just looking at the texture on the nose that they get on Harry Monster, the extra white paint on the fur that just makes everything pop.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, all of them kind of have the same fur and the same kind of texture on the nose, so you know that's going to be carried on through every single figure in the Sesame Street line.
And also, like, I have like a connection just because like Jim Henson and Frank Oz, right? Like, Star Wars, Sesame Street, Muppets, like so much part of our childhood, and like to have these monsters that they created, right? These felt things that they made, I think is, I don't know, kind of, I have a little sentimental attachment to these.
Yeah, it would be cool because they've never done Muppets, right? Only Diamond's doing Muppets. They have not done Muppets.
Yeah,
right?
only Diamond is.
Yeah, it would be cool if they did Muppets figures. And also, like Jim Henson, my dream would be Neca could do, and I feel like Neca could do this because it's 80s, 90s classic movie. Jim Henson, some like Dark Crystal figures would be
Dark
sick.
Crystal,
Yeah,
Dark Crystal. I'd even take Labyrinth figures, man.
Yeah.
Which is a more popular property, but yeah. All right, but that wasn't it. They also revealed an Oscar the Grouch here with a lot of accessories because they're keeping Oscar in the can as he traditionally is.
Right. I wouldn't want Oscar out of the can. No, you gotta have it in the can.
He's in the can, and I believe he also comes with that Sesame Street light post too.
Worth it. Now that makes it worth the $35. Yeah, if it's $35, that's worth it.
That's what I was thinking too. Like you get that beautiful green New York light post or street sign.
Yeah, and it says like the Sesame Street. Yeah.
So you get Oscar. So yeah, fill it out pretty quickly here, man. We got Big Bird, Oscar. We just need our Cookie Monster. We need our Elmo.
Okay, dude. Neca crushed New York Toy Fair, man. Amazing reveals by them.
So yeah, that's gonna wrap it up there for Neca on the toy reveals. All right, friends. Well, keep collecting, keep playing, and may the action figure gods smile upon you. Peace.